Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Churchill Downs here on Saturday. It's the 13th of May, 2023. Gonna look at the 10th race from Churchill, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the 10th from Churchill, which is the featured William Walker Stakes. It's going for a $225,000 purse, race for 3-year-olds here. We have a field of 8 horses entered to go to the Matt Wynn Turf Course. The distance of ground of 1,100 meters or 5 1/2 furlongs on the turf course. My top selection here, I'm going to take the 6-horse Crispy Cat, 6574 for me in the superfecta, 6574 super. Top selection 6-horse Crispy Cat, 3-year-old colt by Artad here. Jorge Delgado trains. Ricardo Santana Jr. gets the mount. The horse's most recent out came the 16th of April, Keeneland, 5 1/2 furlongs in the Palisades, and he finished 4th by 4 lengths that day. He was with him on the front end early on. He got close. He was drifting late. He just couldn't keep the straight course. A little lackadaisical. It wasn't his day to win. Coming here has some speed if he wants to use it, which I hope he does. This turf course, there's such a bias here for front end speed. If he gets to the front end, he's gonna win, I think. Let's get into the front end. I think his buyers are up to scratch. 2 back on the 25th of March at Gulfstream, 5 furlongs on the lawn in the Texas Glitter. He won by 1/2 lengths, and he was on the front end. He quickened up nicely. Came home with an 80 buyer. That was a very good race, sophomore effort stateside. 15-day prior, 2 weeks prior at Gulfstream, 5 furlongs in opposite 75. He finished second by a neck that day, and he was dueling. He had the lead. He got caught, but he didn't go down without a fight. I didn't think it was a half bad race first start stateside. And then the Group 3 Cornwallis Stakes in Newmarket over the 5. He finished 4th by 1 3/4 lengths. He stalked. He had the lead. He got overtaken late. He just couldn't keep up with the slightly tougher horses there. And then at Doncaster on soft ground, 5 furlongs in the Group 2 Flying Childers Stakes. He finished 3rd by 4 1/2 lengths. 2 in front of him were just better horses, but he got down the race course well. He's come back here. He faced, if you look at some of the horses he's facing last season in the UK, those are very tough horses. I think he can get the job done. It also wouldn't surprise me if the 5-horse No Nay Hudson gets the job done. Most recently in the Palisades, he finished 6th by 4 1/2 lengths that day and just never really showed up. He was with them early on, but then completely crumbled. He needed the race there. I thought the place in the Atlantic Beach at Aqueduct over the 6 wasn't bad at all, and then the 3rd in the Indian Summer at Keeneland wasn't bad at all. He's only won once. That was on debut at Keeneland last April, but he's always run these sneaky good races. Come back here, he has some speed, forwardly paced horses, doing well in this turf course. I'll use him in the late pick 4. But to recount my selection for the 10th from Churchill, it is the William Walker. Let's take the 6-horse Crispy Cat. Give kudos to the 5-horse No Nay Hudson, 6574 super, 6-5 in your multi-race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.